Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. So before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for 100 subscribers. We just hit the 100 mark over the weekend and we never thought in 3 months we would hit the 100 mark, so thank you so much and we look forward to making even more videos on this channel. So for today's video, we'll be making mussels sauteed in black bean sauce. Now this is a very delicious recipe and it's something that you'd probably find in a restaurant, but we took our own spin on it and added some corn, some asparagus. We added a lot more other sauces like oyster sauce and things like that. And we just made a delicious dish that you can serve with pasta, you can serve it with rice, anything that you like. You can even have it on its own. So if you'd like to see how to make this, then please keep on watching. So the first ingredient that you'll need is of course the mussels. So we use 2 bags of mussels and we put them into an ice bath just so that they don't start opening up, because you don't want them to open up before they cook. Next are the sauces that we used. We used hoisin sauce, we used oyster sauce, and we also used black bean garlic sauce. And we mixed these together. Also, as mentioned, the ingredients will all be listed in the description below. So we used 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of black bean garlic sauce, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Also a half a cup of green onions. We also used 1 tomato diced up, as well as 1 whole onion diced up, and then we also made a mixture in our food processor, more of a seasoning mixture. So we used an onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 3 chili peppers, some basil, some thyme, and this is just going to act as a very nice flavor booster for the mussels, as well as bring out a lot of flavors through the sauce. We also have 2 tablespoons of grated ginger, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of rosemary. We also steamed some corn and asparagus ahead of time, and with the corn we sliced it a 1/2 inch thick, and we steamed the corn for 10 minutes and steamed the asparagus for 3 to 7 minutes. So now we're going to start preparing our mussels. So you're going to take your 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil and add it to a pan. And be very careful, because when it starts to heat up, it'll start to bubble up. And you're just going to add in your tomatoes, your onions. You'll also be adding in your rosemary. And we're just going to stir this around a little bit. And then you're going to add a little bit of your grated ginger. Also, you're going to be adding your black pepper. Then you'll want to stir this up just a little bit, and then you're going to let it saute on its own for about 2 to 3 minutes, just so that the onions and the tomatoes will caramelize. After about 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to add your 1/2 cup of green onions, or scallions, whichever one that you call it. And then we're just going to stir this up. And then you're going to let that cook on its own for a little while as you prepare your mussels to go into the pot. So first we're going to add the additional seasonings that we had left over. So the green seasoning that we had made earlier, the salt, as well as the leftover grated ginger. Then you're going to start pouring in your hoisin sauce. You'll then pour in your oyster sauce. And then lastly, you'll put in your black bean garlic sauce. And then we'll give this a quick stir just to make sure that all of the marinade is evenly coated onto each one of the mussels. And in terms of the sauces, you can use as much of the sauces as you'd like, or you can use less sauces. It depends on your flavor palette and what you'd like in your mussels. Now that our mussels are ready, we're just going to check back into the pan just to make sure everything in there is good to go. And then we're just going to add in our mussels, and then you're going to stir up the mussels and make sure that it's evenly coated with what we had in the pan earlier. And then we're going to cover our mussels and let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. After 5 to 7 minutes, you're going to check on your mussels, and then you're going to add 3 cups of water just to thicken up the sauce. After that, you're just going to turn it up and just keep on the lookout to see how many of your mussels are open versus how many are closed. That'll tell you how long more it needs to cook. After a majority of your mussels are opened up, you're going to take your corn and asparagus from earlier and you're going to start adding it into your pan. Afterward, take all of the pieces of corn and you're going to start submerging them into the sauce. This will make sure that they soak into the sauce and envelop in those flavors. After you're happy with the placement of your corn inside of the mussels, you're going to cover it with a lid and leave it for about a minute or so. After a minute or so, you're ready to add in your asparagus. So you're just going to add that straight in and then mix everything up. Now, the reason why we added our corn and asparagus at the end is that we wanted to make sure that the corn and asparagus kept its shape, as well as provided a subtle flavor to the sauce rather than overpowering the sauce later on after it finished cooking. And now you're ready to take your mussels off of the pot and plate it. So this is our mussels recipe completed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos every week. We plan on posting more videos each week in the future, so we'll let you know in our social medias what our new posting schedule is going to be like. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and thanks for watching.